Remember the days of Amazon when you realized they delivered on Sunday? Like the first day you ordered some shit on like a Friday.
I feel like that
and
was
you were like
oh, like 6
Sunday?
months
Like,
ago,
all
was it?
right, fuck it.
Maybe like, it's
No,
probably like 2 years ago.
that was years ago. Like,
My time all runs together.
not like because I lived in because I lived in Roslyn alone when like the first time
That was
I
like
realized,
your
and it was like a
relationship.
snowstorm. I came home
You
and that shit was on the
surprised yourself
porch.
with shit.
I was like, on Sunday? Get the fuck out of here! I was like, this shit is legendary.
Yeah.
And when then you'd be like, maybe it's a fluke. The first time you order
Right.
some shit and it was on Friday, like, all right, Sunday we gonna see.
Get there
Like
Sunday.
clockwork. That shit is there when you come. What good times, amazing times.
I'm for it.
You know, my boy posted. I had, and that's what I just screenshot because I saw it earlier.
Oh.
But, you know, I was like, how the fuck do you screenshot on a Mac? And his story, so it had to be quick. He was like, anyone with sales or leasing experience looking for a great career opportunity, DM me. So I wrote on the shit and I was like, oh, you will be drug tested. So I wrote on the shit like,
Well.
tested for drugs. And he was like, oh no, I said drugs or weed. And he said, you gotta be sober. And I was like, I was just like, that's trash. But it got me thinking. I'm like, damn, like, wait, like you can still drug test for that's why I said drugs or weed. And when you say you gotta be sober, I'm like, that's
But
trash.
I
Like,
don't think
you could go home and drink.
They
Like,
still can't. You can't say like unless you're like at a weed dispensary. I feel like you can't say like you could smoke weed, but you can't you
Okay,
can't do
you
anything
can't.
else.
Sure,
like
sure.
it's not black and white yet. It's not going to be
So you
black and
gotta
white
just
for
say,
a while.
like, no drugs.
Right.
And you come in here and whatever happens. I guess. All right. In that case, I'm rolling. What we got on the docket here?
I don't know.
We got some an automated fast food flipper. And I thought that was crazy. Like the burger joint, the burger places getting automatic fast food flippers. Like I
didn't. I'm gonna need to see that.
At first I thought it was like ridiculously innovative. I'm like, wow, this is moving so fast. But then I was like, oh shit, we had automatic coffee makers since like the 80s.
Yeah,
that shit was litty. Like I forgot. I was just like, oh yeah.
Like
when you
wake up and your coffee's made like at whatever time you want.
No, you wake up from it smelling like what's that smell? And you're like, oh wow, the best part of waking up is Dunkin'
Folgers
Donuts
in your
coffee. Like, right, Folgers in your cup. That was a part of the commercial. But it's 11 o'clock in the morning. This is crazy. Oh, it's not. I'm lying. It's 1:30. But it's 11 o'clock. So this makes it all good.
That's what the name of this episode should be, like 11 a.m. Just kidding, it's 1:30.
Just kidding, it's dead ass. I'm going to do that. 1:33 to be exact right now. Done. So that makes this better. I had a whole
spiel
ready to roll. Like, all right, it's a half. Don't judge because I did just pour a half. I was like, it's a half. Okay, it's 5 o'clock. I'm like Italy or something right now. I think 6:30.
Oh, I forgot that wasn't coffee. Like,
no, it's not.
But it was coffee.
It was coffee this morning, so that's why it's all good. I realized what time it was. See, that's what I'm saying. You can midday drink and then go like. Doesn't count. See, it's a vacation day. That's why it's all good right now. A staycation day. That's why it's all good. But you can't test people for weed. That's trash. Anywho, back to the automated.
Yeah. How did we get on that? Oh.
Automatic J rollers. How lit that would be. I think that's what took me there. I think, like if you like 7. She's like, at 7 o'clock, the shit just flips. Like here you go. And you're like, oh shit, it is 7.
No, like, I mean like the drug thing. Like the screenshot. How did we get on that conversation?
Oh, it was on the screen.
Oh.
I think I just.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
All right. Okay.
It's a podcast, all right?
We just be.
Mark Austin.
Wait. The fast food thing. Can you show me the?
That's where I'm going.
Oh.
Right now.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's all good. You didn't know Mark Austin. You didn't know Mark Austin wrote this article. Mark Austin from Digital Trends did an article Flippy gets fired. BurgerBot shot down. This is like that's crazy to read. Shut down. Excuse me. BurgerBot shut down after 1 day on the job. After debuting to much fanfare, Flippy the flipping robot, who started a gig at Cali Burger, got sidelined, at least temporarily. It turns out the automated fast food worker created by Miso Robotics was a victim of its own success. When USA Today visited the Pasadena location on Thursday, the robotic arm was still on display, but someone had pulled the plug. Anthony Lomolino, the chief technology officer for Cali Group, explained that they needed more time to train the humans
To catch up?
to keep pace. Amazing!
This motherfucker is way too fast. I can't even keep up. Like, why are you doing that to us? Like, no, that.
You have no idea. So crazy right now. You have no idea.
So I gotta read that again. That's amazing. When USA Today visited the Pasadena location on Thursday, the robotic arm was still on display, but someone had pulled the plug. That's probably how they were like, fuck this thing. Like, oh, my goddamn self. Anthony Lomolino, the chief technology officer for Cali Group, explained that they needed more time to train the human workers to keep pace. Again, amazing. Mostly it's timing, he said. When you're in the back working with people, you talk to each other. With Flippy, you kind of need to work around his schedule, choreographing the movements of what you do, when and how you do it.
Like the efficiency of McDonald's first setup or whatever. You got to be efficient. You got to and he was a perfectionist.
Ray
like
Kroc?
He was like, you got to do this, do this, do this. Nope, it's wrong. And then like
he changed the whole setup. Like actually, we're
everything.
We could probably move more efficiently in this space. Which is crazy, but
completely.
But
legendary, also really, like I get it.
Oh no, I mean crazy in a good way. Like it's like,
yeah.
Wow, I like where your mind is going. Yeah. That means preparing the burgers before and after Flippy does its thing, seasoning the patties, and adding condiments and serving them to customers.
You know what it means actually is that you just need more fucking robots.
Oh, I think that's the next line here. The 6-axis robot arm is bolted to the kitchen floor. I'm like reading 2 lines at once. I don't know what's happening. Kitchen floor and receives orders via digital tickets. Flippy is equipped with thermal and regular vision to monitor each patty as it cooks. Cooking times displayed on the screen tell human employees when to add cheese or prepare the buns. Flippy also rotates spatulas, using different ones for raw and cooked burgers. This shit is legendary. This is amazing as I'm reading this. The robots, which run about $60,000, were designed for the Cali Burger chain and are exclusive for the next 6 months. Once Flippy gets back to work, the company hopes to have 50 locations operating by the end of the year, including restaurants in Seattle and Annapolis. And I said that to say this is going to one of those.
That's crazy.
Robots have been popping up in more and more food and beverage industry positions, and it's also crazy that I remember like 2017 when I saw after fast food workers wanted the $15 an hour raise, I saw that the order yourself things pop up in McDonald's, and I was like, damn, that's fast. This is
right.
You want
to fuck around?
Actually, right.
You want to fuck around?
This is crazy. Robots. Sally the robot can make you a salad at the Cafe X robot barista. What? Sally the robot. This shit is like a tongue twister to me, and I get it. All the wine aside, this is like, what? Sally the salad robot can make you a salad, and the Cafe X robot barista will whip up a killer latte. The robot revolution is already here. There's no doubt that automation is taking jobs away from humans, but it's difficult to keep trained employees at fast food restaurants like Cali Burger, which pays $13 an hour or $13 or more per hour. We train them. They work on the grill, they realize it's not fun, so they leave and drive Ubers, said CEO John Miller. According to the Washington Post, up to 50% of fast food workers' staff leaves within a year. The prevailing cause is low wages, but the industry spends about $3.4 billion annually in recruiting and training. Employment in the fast food industry is climbing faster than healthcare, construction, or manufacturing, with a 40% increase in the last decade. The kitchen of the future will always have people in it, but we see that the kitchen having people in robots. I don't know what I'm reading. I can't read today. David Zito of Miso Robotics said in an interview, "This technology is not about replacing jobs. We see Flippy as the third hand. End of the article that I destroyed.
He ain't
Sorry,
the
Mark
third
Austin.
hand.
That is, reading the
you
last
have
line of that,
such-
my
if you
mind was
have-
ready to go. That's why.
If you have such a big turnover,
Right,
then
that's
you're
what I was
not
gonna say.
gonna.
You're lying. Now you're lying.
You're not.
I'm not going.
You're not.
Now you're
There's no
lying.
way.
Now you're lying to me. I was rolling the whole way until you lied to me. Now I'm offended. But
come on
no.
now.
First of all, I want to say Flippy the robot is fucking legendary. Some shit that, and it's
And
amazing
it can
that the
see
humans,
like how like this is
you're
perfect
waiting by it,
temperature.
like you're waiting with the salt, or
Right.
you're waiting with the fucking
Cheese.
the cheese, like it's like beep, like
Flippy's gonna get
right, and then you hold the pickle.
Flippy's gonna be able to do that.
Flippy
shit.
just needs 6 more arms, and Flippy's on his way. And $60,000. I feel like I was. Maybe you guys can go watch the podcast. You listeners out there. We didn't even start the show. Oh, that's crazy.
So are we on? Okay. What are we gonna?
Hello, listeners. Welcome to episode 80. 81. Where are we? What day is it? Episode 81 of the I Say That to Say This podcast with the hostess with the mostest, the real Mrs. McCrimmon, myself, King Bo Christ, and you guys, the listeners, and
I think we have 5
viewers.
of you now.
Word, I gotta get a bigger round of applause. And my ashy ankles. This podcast has already been in session, but let's get some order. So the listeners can go back and listen. I feel like when we talked about cloning you for on the gray area episode, part 2, I just pulled the number out of the air, but I was like, imagine like $50,000. I thought that was like reasonable for a whole human, but 60. So I just like to point out when I'm right. That's all that was. But
That makes sense.
one time I thought I was wrong, and I was wrong.
Right.
Right. $60,000 isn't that crazy.
No.
That's like
That's completely
that's very
doable.
efficient. That's very So Flippy the robot is in there like psh, psh, psh. And I thought about the dog walking robot. Like, so hold on. So you're telling me, like, and this thing is smarter than almost I am, right? Well, this thing is definitely smarter than me. Okay, this thing could definitely read you a.
But like,
60
if you give it a formula,
right, that's where I was going with it. So you're telling me
it's gonna follow the formula. It's not gonna vary at all,
No.
and that's what throws everything off is variance with
Right.
people because
That-
people don't follow the fucking rules.
No, but just humans in
And just
general. I don't even
variance.
follow
It's
the
just
fucking rules because it's just the human brain makes you
Right.
want to change shit for some reason. But anyway, so you're telling me if you take a fucking one of these robots and you tell it like, all right, you're gonna go straight to the curb, keep the dog on the left side at all times, so it's in the grass. You're not fucking with any neighbors,
Right.
unless you're on
Sidewalk.
right, when you're on the sidewalk on the left side.
Right.
But if you're on the other side, be like a Tesla. Use your discretion.
Right.
Keep the dog here, traffic here.
Right.
Sometimes you can change shit, but for the best. So if you plug all that into a robot, and it does exactly what you tell it, it's like boop, boop, goes around the 4 corners, brings it back, and it's all good. Like, that's when I get to the end of this. Like, the robot's just a third hand. No. Because those 2 human hands are going to be slow as hell compared to that robot. Like, you're drastically smarter with a smartphone in your hand. Obviously, you have all the information right here.
Imagine if you can
Right,
like you
when
can
it's in
train
you.
a robot to like sense a dog movement and
Yeah,
make sure it's on
sure.
leash and like.
I guess we just went gray area, but it's not really gray area. It was gray area when this was a
An
theory we cooked
automatic
up on the
fast
podcast.
food flipper is
Right.
insane. That's
This
insane.
thing that says.
Imagine the possibilities with like jobs that people don't want. Typically, it's
Sure.
just a job that
Imagine
they can
the
get because you
DMV.
don't need any.
Wait. How many stations? It's like 28 stations at the DMV.
You would be
Imagine
in and
20. The DMV would be the fastest thing you've ever done. You'd scan all your shit, like self-checkout. Like you scan
Right.
all your shit, put it in, good to go. Boop. Thank you, Mr.
Done.
King Bo Christ. Have a good day.
Goodbye.
Wow, it's still 11 a.m. in It's 11 a.m. in Garden City. I'm headed back to Port Washington. This is a great day. Wasn't there till fucking 7:15 at night.
Right.
Starving like a Chilean miner in the DMV because you got no choice because you're fucking committed.
Can
Yeah, I
you
went there.
explain why?
It was a Why is a Chilean minor?
Yeah,
'Cause I
why
got
is a
caught.
Chilean
Because now when
minor
I explain it, now it
hungry?
becomes fucked up because they got trapped in a mine for like a very long time. So now it becomes now. Damn. Sorry, Chilean miners, if you're out there. I know what you're saying about me right now.
What is he?
He's a crazy bitch.
I know. My bad.
You was right.
That was actually an accident, but I guess I was right. The universe don't lie.
Right.
Anyway,
Right.
the DMV and just the world would be fucking amazing
Yeah.
with with automation.
Technology. Yeah. Absolutely. I'm for
Damn,
it.
I just when that's why it moves so fast. Because just when you hate it, just when you see something that you hate, see some cool
You
shit like
see a
this. and
reason
you're like,
why.
oh, okay. I like where this is going.
Yeah.
We'll get back to this though. We're gonna. I like reading things live on the podcast. That's why if I read this before, I would have done more research. But now I'm like, oh, okay, this was better than I thought. So we'll get back to Flippy, and I want to see what Sally is talking about. Sally the salad maker, and
Okay.
what was the third one? Cafe X Robot Barista.
Oh.
I want to check out all those.
Okay.
So until next time, we're not going. I was just kidding.
I know.
Gillette
we
ad.
just-
Another. Reminds me to get this shit out the way.
I
don't
saw it, but now I forget what it was.
the Gillette ad.
Mm-hmm.
It was no big deal, but I actually
But it was a big deal.
I didn't think it was a big. Well, I'll get.
No,
into it.
everybody made it a big deal, or we wouldn't be talking about it.
That's why I changed the order. Like I was just like, oh, well, I changed the order on my notes. But then Cafe X just got more.
The Me Too movement against sexual harassment.
Masculinity. Is this the best a man can get?
Is this one of those things that we can't play either?
Is it?
We'll find out when we get that. When Gillette tells us they own this episode.
It's been going on far too long.
Shout out to our YouTube viewership who's seeing this right now.
Can't laugh
So
it
you
off.
at least know it a little bit. You're following along a little bit.
What I actually think she's trying to say.
Making the same old excuses.
Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys. But something finally changed.
Allegations regarding sexual assault and sexual harassment.
But she says
And there will be no going back. Because we believe in the best in men.
Men need to hold other men accountable.
We just
Yeah,
To
that,
say
was
the
gonna say,
right
that actually
thing.
becomes more.
To act
relevant.
the right way.
Not cool. Not cool.
Some already are. In ways big
I remember that video. That was legendary.
let's see.
but some is not enough.
It's not how we treat each other, okay?
Because the boys watching today will be the men of tomorrow.
All right, I didn't get it when it first.
I don't
aired,
think we.
But
I feel like the other one we watched was different.
it always is.
Maybe I was just like, this is boring.
No, that's why it always is like, is this the should be watched? But anyway.
We really weren't paying attention.
But now that I'm looking at this, I'm like, wait, who was mad? The men were men saying like, not all men were like this. Like, that's why. But then it makes sense. Is like, that's why I didn't get the outrage. I didn't see anything.
Oh, there was
wrong.
outrage on it?
There was this outrage. That's why I didn't like. They said it was a toxic masculinity campaign, and I was like, wait, I don't get it. Like, are they not doing?
They
the
were
right
trying
thing?
to-
Like, I was just like, it was just their take
was
on it. It's Gillette. It's for men. I don't know. Like,
Right, but
it's
they're-
men talking to men. Like, you see Terry Crews. Like, men need to hold
They
other
used
men
to
accountable.
say Gillette, the best a man can get, but now they're saying like the best of men.
Be better
needs to
men. Like,
be-
yeah.
right.
That's why I was like, I don't
Like,
get
how
it.
is that fucking? People are really offended by everything. Like,
I don't
Gillette
even-
probably really like they were like, we need to be on this Me Too
24
movement.
million dudes.
We're gonna knock it home. You know, like
Sure.
and they thought about it and thought about it and thought about it and thought about it and like had experts and all kind of
Sure.
shit. And then somebody still
And their
offended.
caption here is bullying, harassment is the best a man can get. It's only challenging ourselves to do more. What? That we can get what? I can't read today for real. It's only by challenging ourselves to do more that we can get closer to our best. To say the right thing, to act the right way, we are taking action. I missed or.
That's
Just fucked everything up. But They made it very clear where they stand, so that's why I just didn't get it, and I was just like, all right, I guess I'll throw this on the docket, but I don't see where this is going.
Yeah,
so,
I don't understand why everyone's offended. That's what this boils
Yeah.
down to, is everyone on the fucking planet is offended by shit that's not offensive.
Bingo. Moving on. Oh, perfect. You're amazing. Here's Kevin Hart. I'll play the clip, and I'll shut up, and then we'll get to it.
I didn't know how big of a thing, like, you know, it's big.
Yeah.
And this ain't to, you know, talk about myself. It's not like I'm a small individual in this business. This
I mean,
shit
physically.
This shit is so big to the world. It's been headline news for the longest. I was on Sway, and they went to talk to me about it. I was like, didn't it just break that R. Kelly was doing some more shit with these kids? Why y'all care about me and these tweets?
Forget
man?
that.
Yeah.
The government shutdown.
Yeah, man, what about this
There's
shit?
a lot of other things.
We don't have airport security. Y'all want to talk about this shit? Why y'all talking about me and these tweets, man?
So
I really can't
what
believe
is the
people are still
greatest
talking
lesson
about
you've
it.
learned? Let's look for the silver lining. What's the greatest lesson you
There is
learned?
no lesson. People keep asking me about a fucking lesson.
It's just unfortunate.
There's no lesson. The lesson was learned because it was learned 10 years ago when the shit stopped.
Yeah.
Don't fucking ask me about it no more.
There you go. See, Kevin Hart, I thought that was perfect timing, and that was appropriate.
The
Some
fucking
shit is
lesson?
like, yo, listen.
Fuck.
But like some shit is like, well, what are we arguing about here? What are we talking
Right. 10
about?
years from now, we may not see anything.
You know what?
We may be a lot different. You evolve as a person. Like
100%.
10 years ago?
10 years
Stop
from now, I can look back at this very episode. I mean, obviously, like, damn, I couldn't even read a fucking paragraph there. Or like, it could be some like talking about robots. I can look back like, I can't believe I said that.
Right.
Like now, the robots will take 10 years from now. When robots take over everything.
Taking over
They're like,
the whole
look at
world.
him. He was okaying this toxic robotic behavior. That motherfucker. Look at him. Like, no. Like, what do we?
It was 10 years ago.
I think it's like arguments these days are like Facebook holidays. Like you could just make them up as you go. You could take something like I honestly
mean,
think
like National
Facebook makes up
Sibling
like
Day and-
Facebook made up all that shit. Like show us who your siblings are, guys. Here you go. But that's another. Again, I'm not gonna turn this into some gray area shit.
Yeah, 'cause
like National Grandparents Day,
the screen
National
cap of something
National fucking Pets
10-year
Day.
challenge to get
10-year
age.
right. 10-year challenge, but so from the beginning, I felt like National Boss Day and I'm like every day is a fucking day. Like, well, when did this National Cousin Day start? Like, I don't ever remember that. So I just feel like everything, just like you can make up a Facebook holiday, you can make up an argument about everything, and I think
absolutely.
it's easy. It's some people, as I again said before, I hate to sound redundant about it, but some people, or just repeat myself, but some people. That's the only way to communicate with fuck shit. Like the only way to communicate is something negative or something bad.
Negativity.
So I think some people reach it, and then the rest of us get caught in that storm. Like when people reach for bullshit and it gets kicked up into the internet, that's how it reaches us and whatever. So was I like Gillette? No. Kevin Hart? There's another one. I'm like I don't get it. Like
Yeah, like.
But we'll get over it when the robots when robot arms are over. No, then again I don't know. When all we have is each other, there's always going to be someone to turn their back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would think if robots were taking over, it'd be human, but it'd be humans selling humans out. Like, yo, you guys want to find some humans? Like, back there. Like, please, just don't take me, but humans are over that way. So as always, I don't think we can get it. That leads me to Travis Scott.
Is there one request? What does that mean?
I went into this. Travis Scott agreed to perform at the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And obviously,
agreed to, like they asked him to.
They asked Travis Scott to perform at the Super Bowl. He said, "Okay, but I got one request. One request."
Daytime podcast is...
Yeah, word is like Jesus Christ.
You better.
I didn't even get into this thing yet. This is unbelievable. Daytime. I don't know what's happening. Is this even real life right now? Like, one request to donate like $500,000 to a great cause. So Complex tweeted, Travis Scott spoke to Colin Kaepernick about his upcoming Super Bowl halftime gig, and sources say they emerged from the conversation with mutual respect and understanding. Complex tweeted that. Kaepernick's girlfriend, Ness Nitty from Hot 97, retweeted it and said, "There is no mutual respect and there is no understanding for anyone working against Kaepernick 7." She tagged him. Period. Stop lying. So
Let me hang on.
did I read that fucked up?
I needed to. I mean, I think I was too busy
Where's the
laughing.
water, I guess. I
For
don't know what's
myself,
happening.
not for everyone else.
I guess.
Like, you read it. What?
Anyway, I don't know. I don't know what you understand and don't understand.
Like,
but if you ask out loud, we
Did
could probably
Kaepernick
just roll with it.
did Kaepernick and Travis Scott actually like have a meeting? Like,
Right. Did they
not have a meeting?
Reading too fast to not
like
to
you
elaborate.
read, you
But-
like read and then read, and I was like, I don't know what's happening.
Gotcha.
Okay. Did they have a meeting?
Apparently they may have talked. I'm not going to say they didn't talk, but maybe they talked. I think when she's saying stop lying, it's about the mutual respect part. Like that's, I guess, how I got to Travis Scott, because if everyone I guess the boycott was over. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like last year, I stayed true to the game. Didn't watch any NFL. I did watch the Super Bowl, so maybe, and that's when it was my dilemma of like, well, everyone's gonna watch people that don't even normally watch football watch.
You never know, you never know what Travis Scott may kneel on stage or some shit.
That's
You know
what I was thinking.
Like,
That's why I actually brought it up, and I'm glad you said that.
Like,
also.
why is your girlfriend piping up? Like,
but that's where it's.
Like, if you guys met and had a discuss, like, I don't know, that's really weird to me. That like,
But
I would never
like Cardi
be like,
B turned it down.
Excuse me.
But Cardi B turned it down. Like, nah, in support of Cap, I'm not doing it. And that's public, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, see, I didn't know all about that, so that you got to explain that, because I don't know about that.
Okay, so
Okay.
we'll get there.
All right.
My bad. Cardi B turned it down, which was public.
Okay. Did somebody else turn it down too?
I believe so. Like, I'm off the top of my head, I'm fucking it up. But, but it's like, it was kind of.
But like, I didn't realize that it was still going on.
So,
like, I know that you don't really watch football anymore.
It really, but that boycott like changed everything.
I don't even. Football's not related to me now. I'm like, what? Huh? There's football. I don't know.
That's
month
the
it is
point
or
of
what month that is.
If you're just with, you know what I'm saying, if you're on the right side. I'm not an entertainer also, so I guess and entertainers have if you would Cap, like, just don't do it.
Right.
So Travis Scott agreed, and I don't want to hold Travis Scott completely accountable because
you don't know what he's gonna do or
right. Exactly. You don't know what he's gonna do.
Right. But it's, you know what?
And also Gucci said I forget what fucking show I was watching, but they asked Gucci if you were. I think it was after Cardi B turned it down. They were like, if the Super Bowl asked you to perform for $1 million, would you do it? And he was like, yeah. But when I hear that, I'm like, I respect it.
Yeah,
so that's why I don't want to be a hypocrite and be mad at Travis Scott. But
I'm not, because
and I think his girlfriend's beef. Go ahead.
I feel like, I mean, from my perspective, the NFL lost a lot. Like, you were a diehard
Denver
fan.
Bronco fan.
You were a diehard football fan.
We
had to watch fucking Red Zone and shit, which is just,
Red Zone. On fantasy
what
football days.
Where are we at? Crazy. What day is this? Like, that shit was so fucking So now I'm like, football doesn't even exist to me. So I feel like Kaepernick won. You know, so I guess that's how I'm more disconnected. But I guess it's still going on.
It's still going.
Right.
And here's 5 artists from Billboard, 5 artists that turned down the Super Bowl: Cardi B, Rihanna, Jay-Z. Right, Hov was a big one. I forgot about that. Adele and was that 5? Adele.
Sound like 4, but
Jay-Z 2. Oh, Rihanna. Oh, Pink. I missed Pink.
Wow.
They all turned down yo, we're not doing it. So. I guess that's also a lot of background, right? That's a lot more background information, which I should have had written.
Yeah, I didn't know all that. So
I assume everyone's in the loop, and that's my bad. But go ahead.
I ain't never in the loop. Travis Scott, if now I feel like, come on, man. Unless he's gonna do something amazing, that's gonna be
that's why I don't want. I just wanted to bring it up because I don't want to butcher him.
But 5 people in front of you, including Pink and Adele, which I'm totally if I didn't realize it was that still like going on, because again, football's not related to me anymore. We stepped away from it when the Kaepernick thing started, and that was it.
I am definitely gonna watch the Super Bowl this year because I think Tom Brady is the GOAT. But that's another conversation.
Other than that, though, like we don't watch football. Like
Right.
we don't.
Holy shit! Right. So that's why.
Anyway, but like if 5 people before you turned it down, like I wouldn't even want to be the 6th person they asked.
No, see, this is the shit. That's
be
why
like,
I don't
you
want
know
to be a
what?
hypocrite.
No.
Because say
But
that
he might be
you gotta
planning,
offer
he's
Hov-
probably
you gotta offer
picking
Hov $1 million.
something. He's probably picking up something.
You never
he's
know.
probably doing something crazy.
You gotta offer Hov $1
hopefully,
million. We'll say that, right? Maybe Adele. I don't know. Say they offered Rihanna 2. Say they offered Cardi B 4. They offered Travis Scott. We got $10 million for you. I mean, I'm just pulling that number out of. That's my number.
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, Travis Scott.
Right.
We're desperate.
Right.
We got $10 million for
Right.
you. Who am I to say he should say no? Because there are NFL players are playing. Like the game's gonna happen.
Yeah, true.
And you can't. You know what I'm saying? It's not just white guys playing football. Like,
That's true.
The game's gonna happen, and
Right.
these guys listen to Travis Scott.
Wow, that's
so
crazy. That's really crazy that players can play without any flack, but if you are an entertainer, you're looked down upon if you say yes. That's crazy.
because it's almost like, well, somebody's got to take a stand if they. But see, that's what it is. It's all fucked
so
up.
they're
It's
not
all
allowed
crazy.
to make money and be at the biggest show. Like that doesn't make any
It's
sense.
all-
to
that's
me.
why it's all
That's why I
fucked up.
stepped away from it, and I was like, so
It-
like I respect it, but like if that when you put that into perspective, like why do you guys have to suffer?
That's
Why
how
do
I
you
got
have to
here.
suffer?
That's how I got here. That it's always going to be someone to.
conflict with the.
Today is Martin Luther King Day, right? And I guess this obviously and when I hear players say this is modern day slavery, I'm like, no, slaves didn't make $12 million a year. I'm not trying to hear it. So that's another story. But when with the boycott, the bus boycott, everybody was on board. You know, like the sit-ins. Well, I can't say everybody.
Right.
The vast majority was on board, and that shit made it effective. And you had one man, and as the public, you know, the I don't know, the guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like. And then you had millions of people on every layer under it, like falling in line, like, yo, we in this together, like, we gotta make this better. Yeah, and you had white people coming over, like, yo, you know what, guys, like, I'm with MLK on this one. Like, this shit gotta stop. And then more, and then more, and then the vast majority, and that's what made it. The motherfuckers that were like, no, I don't want you, no blacks allowed. Then it made you look crazy.
Right.
You had to cave, like, nah, you had to be like, oh yeah, all right, I'm an asshole. You're
Right.
And that's what made it effective. Those days to me, and I'm not at all coordinating the 60s, the civil rights movement, period, with fucking football.
Right.
To be very clear. But, it's too much money and too much shit involved and too many egos and it's just too much at this point for it to be a real boycott to get the because Cap is not saying anything wrong, like, and that's why it's all fucked up. Because when you think about the whole root cause, his whole cause, Cap's whole cause, was for treating black kids equal, or treating everyone equal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Black kids getting shot by police. It's not like he was just pulling some shit out. You know,
Right.
like it's not. It's a real thing that he was
happening,
standing
right.
for. That he was kneeling for. And when he asked a military veteran, yo, listen, I don't want to violate and just sit on the bench because, you know, I took a little heat for that. What should I do? And the Marine said, kneel. Well, that's what we do for fallen soldiers, and you know, we kneel. Cap kneeled, and here we are. And then when it got fucked up, well, everyone was I was on board last year. I was like, damn, giving up the NFL is crazy, but you know, and if you could listen to the earlier this podcast again, I had Graham on. We talked about it, like this shit's fucked up. I love it. I love the NFL. And football is all I got. Like, you know, but I guess it's for the cause. And it was just me not watching.
Right.
That was the end of it. When the other side, when the lines got blurred, is when Trump said, "I can't believe these guys are, these assholes, or these sons of bitches is kneeling on the sideline. It's ridiculous," which the NFL gets paid for. But that's another story. Well, again, I'm not gonna go too crazy because I already took us off the rails. But the NFL gets paid to display the national anthem. It's a whole thing.
Okay.
And that's about money. So when Trump says, this is ridiculous, how can they disrespect this country like that? I'm boycotting. So now the boycott's fucked up because you can't boycott because it's kneeling, because we boycotting because he with him in solidarity and we're in this together. So that's when it was like, I'm boycotting for this and I'm boycotting for this. And it's like, well, who's boycotting for what?
Right.
And the NFL is dealing with Nike and they're dealing with both. So Nike's dealing with both sides also. Nike's not totally innocent, and they're not totally heroes because that's when it's all fucked up. So I say all that to say that's why the boycott doesn't work. Because even if the entertainers and everyone's on a consensus, Hove trying to reach out to Travis Scott like, yo, come on.
It's not gonna.
It's too much money because you know what? Travis Scott says, you know what? The morning of, if Travis Scott of the Super Bowl, Sunday, February 3rd, if Travis Scott says, you know what, I'm out. I spoke to Hove. This shit ain't right. I can't do this. Fuck it. And they're like, we offered you $10 million again, which is my number. They're like, we're gonna fine you 12, and he's like, fuck it, I'll pay the 12. And Hove is like, fuck it, I'll help you on the 12. And Cap's like, you know what, I'll give you some of that 12. And they help him out. They offer Uzi 15. Uzi's doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, someone's gonna do it. Someone's gonna do it. It's fucked up, but we're to the point where it's the internet. Everything is
right.
It's all a blur.
It got its point across. I think it got its point across. Is it going to change everything? No, not yet.
Right.
But it got its point across.
Sure. And that's where I still don't. I have no desire to watch the NFL during the year. I mean, I take that back. 99%. Because when I did look for when we got cable for the R. Kelly special, I was like, oh shit, the game may be on. And it wasn't even, Sling didn't even have it. And I was like, oh, that's trash. And I was like, I can't wait for this month to run out. I'm glad we got rid of you motherfuckers. But, not Sling. I mean, cable, period. But, so I have no desire to watch the NFL. Maybe people do, maybe people don't. We'll see what Travis Scott does.
Yeah, because I'm sure it's something. It's got to be something.
But yeah, we'll see. I have some guesses, but I'm going to save those for off the record. I don't want those on the record. But, because maybe, I don't know, maybe Niels comes out when I'm with Cap jersey and says whatever it says. So I don't know. We'll see. But I think that's it. Is that what we got on the docket?
Now, what's Big Papa James?
Big Papa James. Oh, you know what? Before we get into Big Papa James, I wanted to give the official I.O. review on Netflix. No, I'm not going to violate. I was going to boo it on my soundboard just now, but I'm not. But I definitely fell asleep.
You could boo it.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to violate.
I forgot about I pushed it out of my memory. I really got invested in that fucking movie. I really got deeply invested, and then they were just like, all right, that's it. Bye-bye.
You know what fucked me up? You know what fucked me up?
That's it.
I felt like it was too soon after Bird Box. Like, it was too soon. Maybe, like, watching it, I was
Bird
like,
Box
because it was...
Bird Box ending sucked too. Box? Yeah, it sucked.
Okay.
It kind of sucked.
I'll give you...
He died. You fell in love and then he dies? What the fuck? Like, I get it's life. I want to see some positive shit. I want to see some happy shit. I don't want to be sad watching a fake story.
Sure.
I got plenty of sad.
Right, sure. I forgot that's included in the
life.
ending. You're right. I looked at it like, damn, he was a hero.
Like, she made it, but like, fuck.
Sure. Okay,
no.
I'm rolling.
So, like, that ending was trash, but I was like, all right, the movie was good.
But we're people who love. You think love affected? Because I was like, that was what... I'm not going to... And that's why I'll give it to you, but I'm not going to say it ruined the ending. But now I'm rolling with, okay, if that's in the ending, if we're counting that,
yeah.
I'm not going to say it was bad, but I'm like, damn, like
it wasn't a bad... that one wasn't a bad... But it was just like, really, that's how you're going to end it? Like, fuck
sure, but I didn't...
But then to have another one right after, that's like...
Because I fucked with the story. I wanted to see. I want to
see her
post-apocalyptic scenarios.
I think there needs to be a part. Maybe they left it open-ended for a part 2, but like I don't like that. I want a clear-cut story. Like I don't want like left out in the open. Like she was breathing at the beach, so with her son. So like.
Sure. Okay.
Now everybody left. You're the last 2 people on the planet. Now your son's gonna be alone when you fucking die. Like how fucking sad is that? Like I can't. Nope, not rolling. Boo is right.
All right, the official. Wow, the first official.
That's all I got to say about that.
Wow, damn, Io. And I want to also say, and with that after that, and I hate to cop a plea. I don't like going to the police store. but I'll give Netflix a clap because it sounds totally different in the feedback.
It does.
Like,
it sounds like actual applause in the feedback, but like here it sounds like two people.
But Netflix is doing a great job. I like that Netflix is their own network. We went to watch some shit. We're like, wait, this is a Netflix film. We went back.
And it was.
And it was. And I'm like, all right, cool.
And
Netflix
all the,
really,
even the series are Netflix
right, the
series.
they're
Like, it's
separating
smart.
themselves.
It's smart.
So I just wanted to, if we're going to violate.
And they're doing really well, but that ending fucking sucked. Netflix, work on your endings because you're fucking
This is why they want to, that's why they want to give you alternate endings. Like, oh, you ain't like that? Oh.
No, but
Don't worry, we got this for you.
No.
You're not rolling with that either?
No, because
You're a hard sell.
I just want you to be your best. Like, whatever you do, be your fucking best.
Okay.
If you are writing a fucking script, don't leave me hanging with some trash. Who likes a bad ending to a movie? Can you please tell me one person who's been like, I love
It depends
trash
on
endings.
what you consider
I love
bad.
when people die.
It would have.
I love when people are left alone on the planet for the rest of their life with their fucking offspring to be left alone when I die. I'm not rolling.
You have no idea.
That's bad.
I'm not rolling.
Okay,
I don't
got you.
like it. Like, I don't like it. Nobody like sad movies. Okay. I want happy stuff. Like,
Sure.
I even respect sad movies, but don't leave it like, okay, that's it. All right, we're done.
Okay.
We ran out of story. We're just gonna drop it there.
Got you. I'm rolling. So then you're definitely not going to enjoy Big Papa Jake. Is that his name?
James.
Big Papa James.
Why?
There you go.
Alright, what's up, YouTube?
Why is a loaded question these days?
Today, it's Christmas Eve, so I thought it was only one right thing to do. I'm gonna sit in my bed and listen to Mo Bamba in sicko mode
What is he on?
for 10 hours.
See? So
Wish me luck.
he wasn't thinking
I'm
about...
signing out.
First of all, so Drake just going to let him slide? And Travis Scott just going to let him slide? Check
Oh, he
West?
did it on...
This is a 10-hour, 1 minute and 51-second YouTube video where Big Papa listens
Is
to...
he on drugs? Like, what is he... Like, he's on something. I need to see his face. He was like he couldn't...
Now, I want to be very clear also. When I
He
clicked on
didn't get
this...
in trouble for playing...
That's what I did, right? That's what I'm like, hold on. So he has this on
Fucking
YouTube with
dickheads.
1.18 million views. Big shout out to Big Papa James because this is legendary. It's crazy. He's a sicko, but I'm like, he got his milli. He got his milli. Like he did what he when shit gets my attention. I'm like, all right, you got what you were looking
You won.
for.
You got it. You got it.
His YouTube channel now has 4.6.
Maybe he's
like he makes
on Xanax so he could sit through it for... I mean, I don't know if he's
because
falling asleep.
that
He was
yeah,
like...
Okay.
Like, he couldn't lift up his head. Like, how
so
much
at the
does your
end of
head
this,
weigh?
I love the world. I love it. I tell you. I don't want to see now. I don't want them to take down my video. For
Oh, yeah, for watching another video. Those bastards. They damn sure would. Does he fall asleep at all, or is he awake?
I have no idea, but I kind of want to know more. This is what I watched. I went to the end when I saw this. I was like, oh, he was dead ass. I saw it was 10 hours. I went to like, where does it stop? Like, does he say anything? And as I scrubbed this whole thing, I see that he really laid there for the whole duration
bathroom
of
breaks, like.
Shaq West, please don't kill me for this video, but it's just insane that
So he doesn't say
yeah,
anything?
what's his memory on? Like, what's his memory? What's his iCloud memory? What did he? And I saw one of the comments also. It said, forgot to hit record. And I was like, yo, imagine. I was like, yo, that'd be dirty. You sit there for 10 hours off the Zan listening to 2 songs, Sicko Mode and Mo Bamba, damn, for 10 hours straight. And you forgot to hit. You go look at your iPad, go look at your Panasonic, storage full. How long ago? 9 hours and 58 minutes ago, sucker.
That would so happen.
Oh man, I know that would be so trash. Like, yo, I'm like, yo, I'm not doing that shit again. I'm retiring from YouTube. It's over. I ain't never go. I'm changing my Lynn's changed my password. I'm never going on YouTube ever again for the rest of my days.
It's over. I'm really good dance. I'm gonna go back and play Sicko Mode one more time for the boys.
My man, Big Papa James.
What is wrong with him?
Alright, guys. I realize we don't have to play sicko mode again, because it's been 10 hours. So I just want to thank you for watching. If you want me to do this again with Dicko mode, just leave a like and a comment. Alright, thanks guys. Merry Christmas.
First of all, he's in a trance because he's listening to the same 2 songs for.
No, he looked like that when he started
Yeah, true,
the
true,
video.
true,
10
true,
hours
true.
ago, he looked the fucking same. What is he on that lasts for 10 hours that makes you like slump? Like that was
that's
slump.
mad
He was
funny. He was
slumped.
That's it. That's
He
the
stayed
definition
awake?
of slumped. Yeah, that's mad funny.
Like you in bed with a pillow listening to the same songs, you stayed awake?
Oh yeah, there it is. That's what you're a sick man for doing this. A legend, but you still sick. I had to. When you start when you leave a comment on a YouTube video, to me, you're very committed. I had to be like, yo, this is crazy, but it worked. I salute 10 hours of content. What he's off to saying, I don't know. If that, I don't know.
Something.
I'm gonna ask him. We
Something.
gotta talk to Big Papa James.
I mean, I don't really want to talk to him. You could Google him or something and see if something pops up. I don't.
Oh, man.
I have zero desire.
I
Can
wanna
you
set the-
imagine
I
how
wanna set the
interesting
record.
that conversation would be?
No, it would probably last 10 hours. Word, I'd be like, James, you there? James, are you awake? I wanna. Sorry, I was thinking about Dicko mode. I wanna set the record for the longest YouTube video. I think they should. Next time we go on my girls tour, we should document all 72 hours.
Okay.
Would that be the record? It's 70 hours, right? Oh no, it's like
idea.
70 days. No, I'm lying.
20.
It's like 10 days. I'm fucking it up.
It's something. I think it's 28 days.
All right.
I could be
We won't.
wrong.
No more podcast facts here.
I like podcast facts.
I
Fuck
love
everybody.
podcast facts.
Fuck everybody.
But we'll leave.
I mean, not our YouTube listeners, but the ones
yeah,
that
like
want
the
to have
60
something to say.
Oh, okay. It's the longest YouTube video. 24 hours. That's not right. Really? I guess it is. The longest video on YouTube is 24 hours and 1 second. I feel like that's wrong. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that's fucking totally wrong. Very wrong. The longest video on YouTube is 96.5 hours.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot. What is that, like 20 days?
That's what I said, like 28
Right, exactly.
days,
Okay,
yeah,
right,
something
sure.
like that, yeah.
So we should do a month.
Okay.
Our summer tour.
Okay.
We'll think about it. We'll get back to it. That's when we'll talk off the record. But
How
YouTube,
many
we're
views, like how long do you have to watch it for it to be counted as a view? Because ain't nobody watching that whole thing.
These shits, like, Big, what was his name? Big Papa James had 1.1 milli. It shows you the nerd part of it. It does show you your watch time on YouTube, and it's not necessarily like you can get one view, but it could be 10 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
it could. So, cause it was no way in hell I was watching that shit for more than. That's actually the longest. You know, I couldn't find the exact spot on here, but yeah, it's no reason to watch it pretty much longer than that. Like it's the same 2 songs, so that's even crazier. But that's why, and that's kind of why I wanted to talk to him, because I'm like. I got like, how do you feel? Are you okay? Can you ever hear Drake again? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, and how long did that fucking video take to upload? I want to know how long
He probably did it live.
Sure, true. I want to know how long the 596-hour video took to upload.
Probably, I don't know. That doesn't even make any sense.
20
Like, how
days
does
worth.
your-
20 days worth of video has to take like 45 days to upload. Like, it's probably some sick ass upload time. But yeah, that's the podcast nerd section of the podcast.
Okay.
Linz,
Yeah.
is that it? Did we get through everything on the docket for real?
That's it. Yeah.
I enjoyed daytime podcasting
Daytime
with you.
podcasting?
Yeah. It's wavy.
It's something.
Beautiful people. I don't know where my gavel is.
Oh, it's right
It's probably under me.
No, it's under. It's on the side.
I don't know what's
Table.
happening.
It's way over here. Got it.
Thanks for joining us.
next
Make sure you
time.
hit that subscribe button. There's something else I wanted to. I just love all the listeners. I like it. I enjoy the whole thing.
Me too.
But I'll save that for the soppy section of the next episode. Have a day you deserve, all of you, and don't drink at 11 o'clock in the morning. That's ridiculous.
Or 1 o'clock in the afternoon, apparently.
What you mean? It was like 2. No, it was definitely 130. I'm trash. And if it ain't broke,